What's up, guys? We got another one today. This one is called Everything I Learned with the Law and Manifestation. So, here we go. This is my personal summary of what I've learned on Neville's teachings and manifestation, and I hope that it will help as many people as possible. Consider this a way to motivate and in case you're drifting away from your desired state. To manifest, 1, reprogram your subconscious. The hardest part is to stay in the state of your manifestation. So techniques are not necessary, but here to help you stay in the state. Saturate your subconscious with the belief that you already have it. 2, circumstances don't matter. Be stubborn. The 3D doesn't count. We need proof when we expect things, but your 3D is old news. It doesn't represent your inner reality. Your 3D is a mirror of your reality and not the reality. You don't have the money right now? It's okay in your 4D, you're rich as fuck. And persist until that happens. Don't accept this reality. Don't try to change the 3D. The 3D can't be changed if you don't change your 4D, your inner reality. Absolutely, the inner and outer worlds are connected. 3, it's not about attracting, it's about becoming. When you create a distance by expecting your manifestation in the future, you imply in your mind that you don't have it. People aren't stubborn enough to get it. If it's that easy, everyone would have it. Not everyone understands the concept of it. It can take time if you don't work on your inner beliefs. You're the person you want to be. You don't attract the person. You have to feel it and believe it that it's already done. Become your desires so they aren't one anymore, but simply your reality. I have a little bit of a bone to pick with that idea, but I'll expand on that at the end of this. So 4, having faith. If you don't believe it's possible, it won't be. If you believe it's hard, it will be. The universe only mirrors your beliefs and your vibe towards it. You can't blackmail the LOA by saying, oh yeah, if it doesn't work, then why can't I have it? Neville literally said that you're God of your reality, so why would you need to prove it yourself? You are the only person that can prove it to you that it's possible. And if you need to read it again and again, it's possible to do it. Everything is possible, and you have to believe in you so that you can believe you can do it. Every time you thought you couldn't do it, you didn't try, failed, and regret. So why don't you try the other way around? Believe you can do it, believe it's possible. And if you have to, trick your mind and your subconscious. You are the one in power. 5, personal tips. Don't be easily influenced. And everyone has a different opinion and perspective on their life. If someone tells you it's impossible to win the lottery, but you don't want to listen to them because at the end, no one's wrong, no one's right. When you're influenced too easily, that means that you don't trust your personal judgment and opinion enough. For instance, some people will say you need action to manifest. Some will say you don't. I personally believe you don't have to take action, but you can. Either way, it's up to you and your mind and how you embody the person you want to become. You need to think you deserve it, that it belongs to you. To think that strikes me the most is this. If you want something so bad, it's because the future version of yourself has it. This is 100% true. I've only realized that I've been too lazy to apply this day to day, every day, and that is why I haven't got everything I wanted. I've realized that many people are scared of change and don't want to leave their comfort zone in an inner state. That's true. But don't be this person. Be disciplined and never give up. I also realized that I've manifested so many good things that I wanted before simply by believing I could do it. Manifestation isn't magic. Manifestation is you. You are the manifestation. That this is why so many people that don't believe it's possible to think that if it's easy, everyone would succeed. Yet every person on the planet that succeeded will tell you this. You have to believe in you. This is hard, don't get me wrong, but you will get it eventually. I hope this helps and that everyone will get everything they manifested for. Okay, so first couple issues I have with this is that it's not about attracting, it's becoming. I mean, yeah, like that's one way of looking at it, but it doesn't change that the law of attraction still exists. What you think about you will see more of that in your reality. And people that are very, very dogmatic when it comes to Neville's teachings, there's a lot of this idea that, yeah, you can't ever think of it from the future. And that's just, to me, that's silly. There's tons of people that you've seen that have success stories, tons of successful people, celebrities on all the time that will talk about how they've used the law of attraction, knowing they've imagined that they will get the thing. They're not all like across the board, like, oh yeah, like Neville's is the only way that works. I mean, I've known people personally in my life. I see people in interviews and podcasts all the time that use that approach. And Emile Coué, who is like the godfather of autosuggestion, which is what robotic affirming used to be called before it was called robotic affirming, would say this. It's the knowing and the certainty that you will get what it is that you want. It's the knowing that you will get it. It doesn't have to be this very strict, stringent approach. And I think that oftentimes that's what causes people resistance, is when they're thinking, I have to feel it now. Like I have to, yeah, you do have to feel it now while you're doing the visualization, or when you're in the moment, you need to feel it natural to you, like you already have it, like you're already that version of yourself that has it. But you don't need to go around constantly carrying this thing that's creating cognitive dissonance in your day-to-day life. Because if you're imagining that you have $1 million, I have $1 million, and you're living in this your parents' basement, you're going to have cognitive dissonance there. Or there's tons of situations where you imagine you're with your partner, but you are currently single. Instead of creating all the cognitive dissonance, go into the state, feel it as one and true, and then go about your day like normal, but affirm that it's happening for you, that there's no reason like not to, that yeah, it's gonna come. So again, I don't think there's any need to be this dogmatic about it. And then the other bone to pick is just this idea that you don't have to take action. I've talked about this at length, but all these success stories that we've read here on the channel, unless it's somebody that's won the lottery, but even if it is somebody that's won the lottery, there was one post that we read where this person felt compelled to go get a lottery ticket, right? So even going to go get the lottery ticket and then staying and waiting to see what the numbers are is a form of action as well. But everybody that we've had success about, the six-figure business success, the lullaby method, the people go into details about the action that they took. So do you want to be listen to one of the people that has had success with this, or do you want to listen to these people that are in this echo chamber of subreddit that are echoing Neville's take no action, when Neville himself wrote books, Neville himself went to speaking events, Neville himself went dancing, went and like did a lot of action, although he says at the same time, he's like, oh, don't take action. But you know, as an author, you have to sit down and write the book. You have to arrange for the venue and then go speak at it. You have to go and talk to people. If you were Neville Goddard, you would have had to do those things. And then all the people that you see on YouTube, they're creating videos. The people that are athletes, they go and train. Everyone takes action. We are in the physical world as we are also in the 4D. We also live in the 3D. And action is a part of being. When you say that you need to be and not act, the two are inseparable. The version of yourself who is this person that gets this result, who is a professional tennis player, who is a startup entrepreneur, or who is a person who has a high-paying salary, is also the person that goes into the job, that clocks in to work, that goes and shows up to training, and that goes and shows up as that version of himself, which is taking action. Anyways, guys, much love as always. Drop me a like if you found this useful. Hit me with a subscribe if you've not already, and I will see you guys in the next video.